Hey guys, this is Mr. A Crizzy here, and I just got back home from work today at Regal. It went great as always, and also when I got back home, I also had pepperoni pizza from Bella Mia for dinner and mashed potatoes and gravy, and it was great. So like I said, I just got back home from work today from my local Regal movie theater. And so in today's video, this is going to be another anniversary video since I know I've been planning on making this anniversary video just for you guys, because today's actually the 35th anniversary of this 1986 Don Bluth animated film that came out on November 21st of 1986. And it's also Don Bluth's second film he directed after the Secret of NIMH. The Secret of NIMH is focused on a mouse, of course, and Don Bluth did another film involving mice in it. And Steven Spielberg also was also involved in this film too. And of course, I have this movie on both VHS and DVD, along with two other films in a separate DVD case and discs. So yeah, well, actually, there's two discs in the DVD, but I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So in today's 35th anniversary video, today's officially the 35th anniversary of the 1986 animated film An American Tail. Yep, that's right. An American Tail officially turns 35 years old today. Yeah, on this day in 1986, An American Tail came out in theaters. Happy 35th anniversary. Yep. And this is basically the 1987 VHS of An American Tail that I have. The movie first came out in 1986, and I think this VHS also came out in 1987, the following year. And yeah. And I remember watching An American Tail when I was little, and I rewatched the whole thing, and I rewatched the whole thing back in 2019 along with the sequel Fievel Goes West, which Fievel Goes West also turns 30 years old tomorrow, along with Beauty and the Beast. So yeah, I have An American Tail on VHS, and of course I also have An American Tail on DVD as well, which I remember getting this DVD back in like December of 2018. And this DVD of the first American Tail also includes the sequel, Fievel Goes West and Balto. Yeah. So, the story of An American Tail, like An American Tail is basically, it's about a mouse named Fievel, who's part of this family known as the Mousekewitz family. And so the movie begins as the Mousekewitz family, including Fievel, they were celebrating Hanukkah. But then their home gets ambushed by a war battle, and so the Mousekewitz family they decide to move to a place where there's no cats in America, and of course you get the song "There Are No Cats in America," but then as they're on their way there, Fievel ends up getting separated from his family, and so he has to find a way to reunite with his family as the film progresses, and goes on. And then later in the film, Fievel meets this friendly cat named Tiger, who basically they become friends, and it's up to Fievel who has to find a way to reunite with his family. And there you have it. So honestly, like I said, I watched the first American Tail movie back in 2019 when I had the DVD, and I gotta say, An American Tail I can definitely tell is definitely one of Don Bluth's most underrated films, and I gotta say, An American Tail is probably my second favorite Don Bluth movie after All Dogs Go to Heaven. All Dogs Go to Heaven is actually my #1 favorite Don Bluth film, while An American Tail is my second favorite Don Bluth film. Yeah, and the hand-drawn animation itself, it's got great hand-drawn animation. The animation in this film is great at the time of 1986. And it's got talented voice acting too. It's got good voice actors too, like Philip Glasser, the original Fievel voice. Like Philip Glasser does really good as Fievel, and of course Kathy Cavadini, like the voice of Tanya in the second film. She did a great job in the second film as well. And also, there's also a difference between Tanya Mousekewitz in the original film and the sequel, because in this movie, in the first film, Tanya Mousekewitz was played out as a kid, like a child. But in the sequel, in American Tail Fievel Goes West, it seems that Tanya has aged a bit, and that she looks more like a teenager, more like a teenager in the sequel. Yeah. But this is the first film we're talking about that turns 35 years old today, and Fievel Goes West turns 30 years old tomorrow, along with Beauty and the Beast, since both films came out the same day. And besides Philip Glasser, An American Tail also stars Dom DeLuise. Dom DeLuise plays Tiger, and Dom DeLuise he does really like Tiger's really funny, and Dom DeLuise does great as Tiger. Also stars Madeline Kahn, Noomi Persoff, like the voice of Papa Moskowitz, Fievel and Tanya's parents, Mama and Papa. And An American Tail also has the late Christopher Plummer. Christopher Plummer is in the first American Tail as well. He plays his pigeon named Henry, who basically one of the characters that Fievel gets help from. Yeah, and of course, even American Tail also has good songs too. It's got a good soundtrack. There Are No Cats in America, and there's also like a duo by Fievel and there's also Fievel and Tiger. And of course, we all know that there's this one song in this film which I think a song that plays during one point of the film. It also plays during the closing credits as well. And I think James Horner made this song too, called Somewhere Out There. Somewhere Out There is definitely a beautiful song, and even James Horner's music score, James Horner does a great job in composing the music for this film, because James Horner does great with the music in this film, and yeah. James Horner also did the music for the sequel as well. Yeah. And of course, I recently got this VHS of An American Tail. I got this VHS of An American Tail recently, like a few months ago when I first got this VHS. Yep, this is the cassette tape. And the movie's rated G, and it's an hour and 21 minutes. Yep. And as for my DVD of the first two American Tails in Balto, it looks like this. And of course, all films are rated G. Yep, and here are the discs here for Fievel Goes West, and of course a DVD for the first American Tail in Balto. So with that being said, happy 35th anniversary to An American Tail. And stay tuned for the 30th anniversary of Fievel Goes West tomorrow. So there you have it, guys. That's gonna be it for this video. So make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching. And until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying goodbye, everybody, and that's about it.